Written by Murphy here. I'm doing a book review of The Jetsetters by Amanda Irie Ward. Maybe it's Amanda Eyre, like Jane Eyre Ward. This is a book I wrote. I chose it because I wanted something fluffy, and I just finished reading Nelson Mandela's The Long Walk to Freedom, which was very serious and very, very long. This was short, and it was not serious. Or I should say, it was serious because it was definitely a tragedy. I have a long-held opinion about books that are literary fiction. The genre of literary fiction, it's supposed to be like kind of serious and not a romance novel, not a mystery book, not a sci-fi. It's just sort of like, you're not really sure what it is what they say about literary fiction. Now, I've always enjoyed literary fiction, except a couple years ago I realized there's a thing about literary fiction. People don't think it's to be taken seriously. It's not a good work of art. It's not a quality work of art if it's not sad. And in the case of literary fiction, they always have suicide. Somebody is trying to kill themselves. So I kind of swore it off several years ago, saying I'm tired of always finding someone about to kill themselves in these literary fiction books. I kind of thought this might be romance, you know? Not romance, but, you know, kind of romance, like romance in the way that Crazy Rich Asians are. Not serious. Crazy Rich Asian, not literary fiction, more romance, if it's anything. But this one definitely had the sad, serious suicide and the tragic. The thing about the story is none of the characters were heroic. None of the characters were somebody like, oh, I admire that person. None of them were somebody that I would actually want to hang out with. So they were kind of a train wreck of a family. I almost don't even care about the plot. There was also a celebrity painter, which made it very, very modern in its tone, because right now it seems like everybody wants to have a celebrity involved in their stories, in their time, what they spend their time doing. Okay, fine. The story is a woman. Her best friend dies long after she had become a widow, and so she gets a chance to enter a contest for a cruise. And the way that you enter the contest is by telling a story. And she has a really steamy story about how she had an affair when she was 16 years old with a famous painter. And the story would sort of imply that it's Picasso. Okay, fine. And then she wants to go on the story and have all of her children come with her. She's mostly estranged from her children, and her children have their stories. And then there's the story of the family, which involves the father and all these things. Now, it is well written. If you want an escapist snack of a book that it is engaging, it's well written. And if you want to hear about the drama, it's kind of like this sort of judgy reality show kind of thing, sort of Jersey Shore-ish. So it's surprising. It does have some interesting, I didn't expect that, and they well describes this cruise, this life on the cruise. Honestly, I felt kind of hungry throughout the book because they described the food in delicious words. I'm like, ooh, the food in Greece sounds really good. I'm hungry. I should go get some Greek food. So that was interesting. It was a worthwhile read, but they were not heroic. They were sad, tragic people, and they had a sad, tragic life. And towards the end, there was some resolution, as you would hope. Otherwise, it would be really sad. But it was a snack of a book. It was well written. Not my thing. I really like people that I admire. I like heroic stories. I like overcoming odds. And they seemed to have not a lot of internal strength. But they were very human. So it was a I guess we're all human, we all have problems kind of book. Well written. Modern. I think it ends, and the story itself ends in 2018. I don't recall when the book was actually published. I think it's gotten some attention. It's getting some attention, and so a lot of people are talking about it. So I read it. I'd love to know what you think. You can keep the conversation going. Let me know.